Hey gang, Uncle Todd here, and I've just finished episode 6 of Wednesday. Whew. Well, to start off with, Wednesday is trying to contact Goody Adams with a seance, but no answer. Then she gets a mysterious note to meet her at the crypt of the town's founder. Crankshaft, Crookshank, something like that. I can never remember the name. And I keep forgetting to write it down. Anyway, she goes to the crypt. Turns out it's a surprise party. All her friends, Tyler, Ajax, Enid, or not Tyler, Xavier, Enid, and a few others. I think Yoko's there too. Who looks like Yoko Ono. Anyway, while there, she notices that the carving on one of the crypts is the first half of the message that was burned into the lawn last episode. And when she touches it, she is transported to the forest where Goody meets her, tells her that she shows her this gate to a property, that this is where she needs to find her answers, and that she's destined to always be alone, like Goody was. Because she is a raven. That is her destiny. So, Wednesday goes on a quest to find the house of this gate. Meanwhile, Lucas is, because of the prank pulled at the rave, is doing community service at the school, where he meets Bianca. And they kind of hit it off a little. Then, Wednesday goes to Xavier. Well, first she goes to Tyler, but he can't tell her. I mean, she does a drawing of the gate, but Tyler doesn't know it. So she goes to Xavier, and he tells her it's the entrance to the Gates family mansion. About this time, the mayor sent away for Laurel Gates' death certificate, the sister that died in Europe. Then he goes out to the house. Wednesday goes and sees him there. And hearing him contact the sheriff about he thinks he knows what's behind all this, and to meet him at the coffee shop, Wednesday stows away in his car. But while the sheriff is crossing the street to the coffee shop, he is run down. The sheriff sees Wednesday coming from out of the back of the mayor's car, so he questions her. And this leads to the school being put on lockdown. No one goes out. Period. Wednesday calls Tyler to meet her at the front of the school. Lights out. They'll go on a date that he had been talking to her about taking. Then she convinces Enid to come up with a way to get out, which turns out to be Enid will say she's stopped the wolf out, and Wednesday will lock her into one of the lichen cages that's outside. So they slip out, and both Enid and Tyler are kind of upset that they've been used by Wednesday when they figure this out. But they go to the Gates house and they begin to explore. And they find someone has been using Laura Gates' old room. They also find the monster. They hear Tyler. They're upstairs. Tyler's downstairs, and Tyler yells, "It's here!" And it chases them. And they end up in the basement where they find all the body parts that were missing from all the attack sites. The monster apparently has been taking them to this house. Earlier, they had discovered the car that hit the mayor. They were able to escape from the monster, and they find Tyler, who has large scratches along his chest. About that time, Xavier shows up. He had been wanting to talk to Wednesday and got Thing to tell him where Wednesday was. Thing was typing at Wednesday's typewriter to make everyone think she was still in the room. They go back to Tyler's house, where Wednesday sutures him up, and they're found by the sheriff. Wednesday takes the sheriff back to the house. All the evidence is gone. Sheriff then takes the kids all back to the school, and Wednesday, to save Xavier and Enid from being expelled, makes a deal with Principal Weems. Basically, she shows her the drawing about the destruction of the school. And this was why Rowan tried to kill her. And she believes it's been misinterpreted. She's not there to help bring the school down. She's there to help save it. Miss Weems gives her one last chance. Any misstep from this point on and she's expelled. Enid moves out. She moves into a room with, I think Miss Thornhill, I think she said, is letting her crash in her room. She, for the first time, stands up for herself and yells at Wednesday and leaves. Wednesday is now alone, and for the first time, it doesn't feel good. She had stolen Laura Gates' music box and is looking over when photographs of her and her family that were taken when she arrived at the school and the places she's gone since. And whoever the beast is, or whoever's controlling the beast, whichever it turns out to be, then sneaks into the mayor's hospital room and unplugs all the machines keeping him alive. Bit of a downbeat ending, but this is a dark show. But things are looking up because next episode, Fester arrives. Yeah. Everybody's been looking forward to Fester. I'm curious to see how Fred Armisen does. That's about all I have to say about this one. Please hit like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.